Breaking news. This is what the Hausa community are saying. Free MAZI NNAMDI Kanu, he is our unsung hero. Northerners are protesting with MAZI NNAMDI Kanu's pictures. With insignia, NNAMDI Kanu is our unsung hero. Free him, he is our Messiah. As they are protesting, shouting MAZI NNAMDI Kanu's name with that insignia, they are also singing maybe praise song or worship songs, taunting the so-called Muhammadu Buhari, whether the past or the present. What are they saying? Or what are they singing? What are they chanting? Buhari Yamutu. Buhari Yamutu. Inshallah, we are free. What are they saying? That Buhari is dead. That at last they are free from whatever is in their mind. But to me, I think it is rather too late to cry when the head is off. They couldn't protest during the time of Buhari's era. It was now you begin to realize that NNAMDI Kanu, who says that after 2 years of Buhari's tenure, he is going to be announced dead, just to make a caricature of over 200 and something million people in that zoo called Nigeria. I would like you to see this clip now. After that, then we'll come back for more discussion, because that clip you are going to watch now have over thousands of comments. We are going to take few, and then the rest we argue it at the comment section of this video. So as you are watching, please kindly drop your opinion at the comment section of this video. I'll be right back.
Let's talk about NNAMDI Kanu. It's trending right now. This is blowing hot, and this has to do with some of his videos in time past where he said that Buhari, the late former president of Nigeria, Buhari, died a long time ago. That what people were seeing was Jubril of Sudan, that was the president, then. And in the video, NNAMDI Kanu said that after Buhari's tenure, that 2 years after, that they will announce the death of Buhari, because the contract with Jubril of Sudan would have expired. Like I said, his videos are trending, and there are a lot of reactions as regards this, and some people are still saying that how many times Buhari won't buy. While for some people, they are saying that this is quite insensitive, that there is actually no scientific, proof to back up this claim. While for some people, they are saying that Buhari or no Buhari, or say that will not concern them, that they should release NNAMDI Kanu, and that the government should also apologize to NNAMDI Kanu.
You see, I've taken time over and over to listen and analyze this video made by NNAMDI Kanu 8 years ago, where he raised an allegation that President Muhammadu Buhari was no more as at that time. Many people said he was talking bullshit because some actually didn't like him for what he represents. Most of us then, we are confused in between the line. But when somebody make an allegation and have pledged his life and all that he's fighting for, should he be proven wrong? I think I take such people serious. NNAMDI Kanu told the Nigerian government to tell Buhari to do certain things, to prove him wrong, and he will drop the agitation for Biafra and surrender himself to the authority for them to do whatever they deem fit. This challenge wasn't taken up. It wasn't. So you want to tell me now that I should not believe such a person? This same NNAMDI Kanu was unlawfully, illegally adopted, unconstitutionally, and of all the charges being leveled against him that were even baseless and false, this one that he said the president has gone to the greatest beyond was not inclusive. He was not even accused for saying things like that, because they know accusing him for things like that might lead to further proof. So when I look at the video trending again, and I see people trying to discredit, to downplay it, and like, this is why the politicians and the elite of Nigeria will never take the citizens serious. We should learn to be very, very critical in our thought and analysis. Look at everything Kanu said, and look at how it has played. I've watched a detailed video of Nnamdi Kanu, where he stated how it's going to happen. That this man is going to, they've cloned somebody. Initially it was Jubrin. Later they said Jubrin left and they brought in somebody else who played the character. And that the script was written in a way that the moment Buhari left power, or they claim to have left power, not long from there, they will announce that he is gone. Does that not coincide with what has just happened now? Because when I look at the media, when I look at it, things are just going on like it's actually just happened. From a government that doesn't know how to tell the citizens the truth. You want me to believe anything coming from the mainstream media? Oh, that doesn't. I don't and I won't. I don't know if you understand. Hate Nnamdi Kanu or love him. He has said so many things about the state of Nigeria that is yet to be proven wrong. Now look at it. When he talks about the Fulani Caliphate and the agenda, how they are taking over our forest with the intention of surrounding Nigeria and then eventually taking over. We thought it was a joke. He didn't say these things last week. He said this thing way back, which is not a reason people now see him as a prophet. Now, the Fulani area, what he said about the Fulani, tell me one now that is not happening today. Show me one. So why would you say, Nnamdi Kanu didn't lie? That's why the video I did yesterday, I asked those announcing now that Buhari is gone. I said, which one should we truly believe now? The one before or the one now? I don't get it. The Cabal holding this country. The people holding this country knows all these things. That's why they're always rotating themselves within power. If a neutral body comes in, so many things will come to light. So many things will come to light. Now it was Buhari. Now it's Tinubu. And Atiku is fighting to take over from Tinubu. And these are of the same agenda, the same clique. And you think, Nigerians, you don't need to sit down and think critically, say, what if this thing Nnamdi Kanu said is truly correct, and that the vast majority of Nigerians are being fooled? Why are we not thinking towards that direction? Why? As for me, Odalu, you don't fool me like you fool the people all the time. I am a critical and deep thinker. I analyze things critically before I jump into a conclusion. But in this case of Muhammadu Buhari, somebody telling me that he just passed on the voice today or yesterday, I'll tell you there is more to read. There is a whole lot more to read than what have been said. The Nigerian media, no now, because the media broadcast what the government have authorized them to say. So they will always say it to suit and please the authority. Otherwise, this is not what we should be hearing. Somebody saying somebody as profile as Buhari would not have gone to the greatest beyond and it will be kept in the secret. Not when they have an agenda. When Yaradua passed, how long did it take the government of Nigeria to announce it to Nigerians? How long? How come when they flew him in, the light at the airport was shut down? All sort of illegality, irregularity, criminality will be playing. And you are taking this, you are believing this government for anything they say. You can be a fool to them, but me, I've chosen not to be. And I don't care if I'm the only one on that list. I will just maintain it. Let me leave you with the video again. You enjoy the video and do a critical analytics on the video yourself and decide if you think Nnamdi Kanu was bluffing, he made pointless points, or you actually saw sense and reality in what he has said. I'll leave you with the video. See you again in my next video.
Buhari is dead and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Aisha Buhari was there. She came back from what they called a lesser Hajj. She was wearing black. She was mourning. If you look at the pictures that were circulated at that point in time, you will see the smug, or should I say, the forlorn faces of northern governors. A minute silence was held at the AU for a late Buhari. Even Her Britannic Majesty Queen Elizabeth II also penned a condolence message to the people of Nigeria before the Cabal took over and asked her to rescind it, which she did. Buhari is dead, and I'm prepared to stake Biafra on it. If you, Dele Momodu, can go and prove to me, I'm not asking you to do anything too complex. If you can go and ask this man you call Buhari, whoever it is in Asarok, to come outside, don't do very much, address a panel of Nigerian youths, maybe 20 of them, and speak Buhari's mother tongue, which is Fulfude. I will give up Biafra. I will apologize to him, and I will submit myself to any authority on this earth to do with me as they please. There is no Buhari. Jibril was there. Jibril followed Abba Kyari to Cuba and ran away from there and never came back. The man you have now in Asarok is from Niger Republic. His name is Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad. That's his name. Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad. Even Shekau knows who he is personally and was mentioning his name as well. It is not Buhari.
This is a welcome development. Buhari, or rather, fake Buhari's last word before he gave up the ghost have been circulating on the social media. What did he say? Somebody who is dying that's supposed to be asking for mercy. He said, I hate the Igbos. That was why I kidnapped MAZI NNAMDI Kanu. Don't forget, the plan of them kidnapping MAZI NNAMDI Kanu, Buhari and Abba Kyari, or rather not Buhari, Malami and Abba Kyari, because these two are the ones who rule the so-called zoo for the past 8 years. Do you know the reason why they didn't give power to Osibanjo? Because Osibanjo knows the truth. If Osibanjo grabbed power as an acting president when Buhari was finally gone, my brother, when Buhari was finally gone, he will reveal a lot of things and he's going to seize power. But the reason why they didn't give him the power is that when Buhari was seriously ill and the power was given to him, he made a lot of improvements that they don't want to hear. For the first time, I'm seeing a country that anytime anybody who goes to office and begin to do the right thing, the cabals who want the country to remain perpetually poor with their puppets, or rather with their masters out there in Western countries, we then call them and say, this is not what we want. We want you to remain down. We want you to enrich yourself. That is what you need to do. And they will hands up and begin to do the otherwise. So the reason why 6 years, Buhari died just 2 years into office. The same way Yaradua died. These are called Fulanis. When I mean called Fulanis, I mean called original Fulanis who migrated to here. They always die on seat. Buhari dead 2 years to his tenure. Yaradua dead 2 years to his tenure. All from Castena. It shocked you, Abi? Okay, let's see what this guy said here. He said, how did the MAZI NNAMDI Kanu know that the Nigerian government will announce Buhari's death 2 years after his tenure? Nigerians react to how everything IPOB leader said all came to pass exactly how he said it would be. Let me shock you also. Do you know that MAZI NNAMDI Kanu very soon will be freed? The reason why Buhari said they need to announce his death, because if MAZI NNAMDI Kanu is released now and they are still having the existence of Buhari, suing him to international community, international court, ICC or ICJ, Buhari must be there to come and answer for himself. Do you know that when Buhari went to France to go to give a witness about that Mambila project, they discovered that the Buhari which came there to testify is not the real Buhari the Nigerian government was thinking is still alive. After he go to France and come back, he never appear on a public space again. They want him not to come outside again. In fact, they want him to go inside your room and just pretend that nothing happens. Obasanjo also went there. Obasanjo saw this imposter and know that that is not original Buhari, but he couldn't do anything. He couldn't say it out. Now, the same Obasanjo people are telling me that when we were arguing about Buhari that died in 2017, they said, how can Obasanjo, an ex-military man, IBB, Yakubu Gowon, all these powerful men, Abdul Salam, Abubakar, that have ruled Nigeria would be alive and somebody like their president die and they will cover it? They are part of the game. How do you think they make their money? How do you think they still remain relevant in tomorrow? They are part of the rebound and rule, sharing a formula. And you want them to blow the whistle. That will jeopardize their chances of living largely until the day they leave Earth. Even as the fake Buhari, they announced the death. They said that the hospital that they took this guy to, a private hospital in London, only one night alone, can settle over 15 to 20 million Nigerians. They will live comfortably well. One night alone in the clinic where they took either the original Buhari or fake Buhari to. Not original Buhari, sorry for believing that word. Where they took the fake Buhari to. Whether it is true or not. But according to one video I watched this morning on X, the two guys was narrating and look at the hospital. These are the same Buhari who claimed he built a hospital that was over 155 billion naira in Aso Rock. Then when he is dying, they sneak him out like a criminal. It is not official. Not until we hear that Buhari have been critically ill and he was rushed. Not he is being rushed. No, he was rushed. That means he had been rushed to hospital maybe 1 week before even the announcement. And then after he died, why not bury him that place you feel is his home? You carry him back to burial ground. Can't you see that Putin and Donald Trump are not wrong when they say Nigeria is a burial ground? When it is rosy for them, it is outside, they spend their money, taxpayers' money. When they die, then the same land that have been suffering is where they will bring them to bury. Nigeria, 1, is a terrorist country. 2, is a burial ground. Take this word to the bank. That is what Nigeria represents. Hardship, corruption, death, massacre, terrorism, burial ground. Let me not talk too much. Let the video not be too long. Let us dissect the comment section. We are going to take time on this comment section because a lot of things are being said here. And I would not like to omit the most vital ones. Adeniji Ale, that is a Yoruba bastard. He said a former president died in a London hospital. What is the name of the hospital? Look at them. And that is why Nigeria will keep on happening to them. Because none of them, their thinking faculty have been taken away by poverty, by hardship, by suffering. Chris Nyejika said, if not for Dola Akoni, Umaru Yar'Adua would have completed 8 years as a president. And not true. These people have agenda. And that agenda must be fulfilled. Even if it's in the expense of the poor masses. Even if it's in the expense of the Nigerians burning down, they must complete that agenda. You can as well see how it is rotating. You can see how it is rotating. Now, Buhari is gone. Tinubu is doing. After Tinubu, if he can be able to complete, but for me, I want him to complete so that the country will go down completely. Then Atiku will enter. These are the circle. Who knows what is happening in Aso Rock? If a standard somebody enter there like P2B, is going to blow a whistle that will make every politician that rule this country to run away from this country. Because a lot of carcass, a lot of skeletons in their cupboard. Ifeanyi said, I will build a house and keep one room where I will be worshiping MAZI NNAMDI Kanu because he is the real prophet of our time. NS Okoronkwo said, doubt MAZI NNAMDI Kanu at your own risk. Ugo Chima said, NNAMDI Kanu was more prophetic than most of these our GOs that flew left, right, and center. Emmanuel E. Awoke said, the fear of addressing the youth in Fufude led to this early payment. Sunday Daniel Ibe said, you are very correct, and that is the main reason they will never allow a neutral body to take over. A lot of things will be reviewed. A lot of secrets is going to unearthed. The only thing they are busy is fighting one another under ethnic lines, religious lines, racism, and the rest of them online. Yoruba fighting the Igbos. Igbos are their problem, not the government, not Tinubu, their brother. Even their brother is the one that is ruling. But tomorrow, the same Yoruba bastard are still fighting the Igbos online. calling Peter Obi names. Why their brother is the one that is ruling? They are not even blaming him. The hardship in Nigeria today have been blamed under Peter Obi. I mean, have been blamed to Peter Obi. He is the reason why Nigeria economy is falling down, because he is importing goods. Okay. Onyechi said, NNAMDI Kanu once said, times are come when we will be buying money in Nigeria, and today, what is happening? POS now, buying way. Alfonso said, because Kanu will be released from now to next 1 year because they have declared Buhari dead. Aaron Dem said, but couldn't foresee his arrest. Yeah, but couldn't foresee his arrest. Okay, couldn't foresee his arrest. Let me see. Let me see people who reply to this mugu. Sunday Daniel Ibe said, Tom, you are still doubting. Nkema Kolamo promise. He always said it that they will come for him, but he won't stop saying the truth. He knew they will come. Ladies Parade said, you get sense at all? Ordinaka Anyanwu, who be this Aboki with no sense? Okay, no sense. Wahala too much. Okay, let me see what this guy says. Chris said it's not about Biafra now. It is about making Nigeria better. But if no to separate, make them do it and give me my own share. What share are they giving to you? One came mad. Sabine Zugab said, Ibere TV are becoming first Nigerian repentant media outlet, becoming critical in analyzing people's views and opinions. I wish they will continue this way, uncompromised. Eric Joyce, let me also remind us this message of this our brother here. Not our brother. This one is a UK. Sorry, the chain is not too clear. But let me just read it. This one is from X. They copied it. Eric Joyce is the name. On 14th of June 2017, that was when this comment was made. Nigerian president's wife refused access. Chief of Staff, 79-year-old Abba Kyari, in charge now. We still remember when there was a fracas in Aso Rock, when Abba Kyari, Chief of Staff, refused Aisha Buhari, the First Lady, access to Aso Rock. But some people don't decode. They will call it just family friends. Buhari died. Who ruled Nigeria for 8 years is Malami and late Abba Kyari. After late Abba Kyari gone, then another Cabal take over, including Garuba Shehu. With Eli Mohammed, sorry. Eric Joyce said the president of one of the world's largest and most sensitive countries died in London today. In our main news bulletins, not a word. This one, he posted it on 19th of May, 2017. The same 19th of May, he wrote again, very sad to learn here of the death of President Buhari, whom I campaigned for, thoughts with his wife, at Aisha Buhari and family. On 21st of May, he tweeted again, Nigeria, it is for a president to prove he is alive, not his people to prove he is not. That was when they are still doubting whether he's alive or dead. And they are busy. Garuba Shehu, the last of Garuba Shehu, Lai Mohammed, they are busy shouting everybody up. Once you make any comment, they will shut you up. That is the way of APC. They will intimidate you. They will ginger you. Once you fall for their ginger, they don't put you down. When the news of Buhari have died, it's circulated everywhere. Now them come out and begin to defend. Now when this guy tweeted, said, let the Buhari come and defend himself, not allowing, what would I call it, cronies to come and be defending him. Alhaji Lala Mohammed said, we regret to announce the demise of our dear President Muhammad Buhari. May Allah guide his soul and grant him rest in Jannah. 2017 is when he wrote this one. Trouble there. a very big trouble. Anyway, let us just end it here. More of these videos or more of these arguments should be at the comment section of this video. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I, Okulora, will always be here to serve you. Have a nice day, and may good Lord bless us all. Kemesiano.